these tunes that we've been working on there's a few of those little things like that. Like this one has this nice little F to B flat minor to F sequence. This next one has these really nice major 6 chords, which they're like a really bright, happy sounding chord. They actually, if you spell them differently, they just make minor chords. So it's something we talked about as we work through these is how spelling the chords differently or voicing them differently. I say spelling, but voicing them differently can create very different effects, and as well as what you're doing in the left hand. But yeah, that's South of the Border, as you probably picked up on. One of my favorite parts, we played the last, the little triplet section. When he would play it during, I'll tell you what, I picked it up right, yeah, right there, yeah, sure. Track's gonna do this. And of course, he got so used to it that he just stopped reacting. So, and I used to sing South of the Border down James Arthur way. He's got the perfect number of syllables to fit. I've always really liked that song, and it's mainly because I was a huge Simpsons fan growing up, and there was an episode that ended with that tune, and it's always stuck with me. So, and I love James Arthur's treatment of it. All right, so the next sort of in a similar sort of vein, I guess, about traveling and going different places, is one that James is doing a sort of a semi-boogie woogie style. He's not doing a full-fledged, but this is Route 66. So you sort of feel the motion. Something we did with this is we were trying to replicate on piano a little bit of like a big band sound. So you're going to hear a lot of the shout chorus. Ba, 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 ba. You're going to hear a lot of dynamic contrast, a lot of builds and forte pianos and this sort of things. You notice that
and you never lose rhythm, and you have dynamics, and you have contrast, and you're expressive, and your left hand is just moving all the time. And James Arthur, that's fabulous. Tyler, you're teaching him just the right things that we want him to know.
Thank you. Thank
Tyler, if y'all are ever in a slump, you know.
Oh my gosh, this is such a big transition for you than just the guild, you know? That's good.
I've been really proud of him, and thank you so much. He does a lot of these arrangements himself. Like typically what we've been doing for the past few weeks in lessons has really just been, we'll come in, we'll kind of run through the things, we'll figure out, okay, what can we do to make this section more interesting or to create some contrast, and sometimes I'll make a suggestion to do something, and sometimes James Arthur will try a little something, and sometimes I'll suggest something. He's like, "No, I don't want to. What if I did this instead?" And it's really fun. I was telling him the past couple of lessons is I felt like I was getting paid to listen to good music. So, but yeah, and also something on that, the glissando, right?
Yeah.
He had never. He told me he had never been able to get the glissando down before. We were joking today. He's like, I can only do that so many times in practice. We have to build up the calluses on the.
But it was exactly in time.
It was.
That was great.
A lot of times you can overshoot it.
Mhm.
You know. Oh, good.
He practiced that quite a bit. But right before this tonight, we ran back through Route 66 because there's a lot of motion, like you said. There's a lot of things going on there, and I love those. Play one of those major 6 chords again. For us, I just love that. Yeah, I just love that. I love that color. But of course, as we talked about in lessons, if you voice that just a little bit differently.
Do you know, Tyler, so many new choral music pieces will add the second to the chord.
Mm-hmm.
And it just adds such a, at the end, instead of just a C major chord, they'll add the D and or the A, and it just adds a little piece of tape.
It's so nice. It kind of lets the chord ring. This next couple of pieces. So we've gotten through the non-Christmas pieces. We're gonna head to the Christmas tunes, and they're linking together. James Arthur told me a couple of months ago, I think, he loves Vince Guaraldi, and of course the music that he did for the various Peanuts, holiday specials. And so I went and I found a couple of piano arrangements of some of the tunes from the it's Christmas Time, Charlie Brown, which is where everybody loves, and so James Arthur has taken these and made a little bit of a medley out of them. But this first one you'll recognize right away. It has these really beautiful, what are called 13 chords. And if you literally play a 13 chord, it's just the entire scale. I'm doing the best I can here, but it's literally, that doesn't sound nice, but when you hear it in context, it's really, and of course you wouldn't necessarily just play it as a cluster of tones like that. Play just the first couple of measures of Christmas Time Is Here, you'll hear this. So right there is that 13 chord. You can hear, just play that chord again, James Arthur. You hear all that dissonance and everything, but in context, it's so beautiful. So that's enough of that. I'm going to let him take you on a little Christmas journey.
It's so good.
Take a bow, buddy boy.
Oh.
Very good.